What is going on, everybody? Johnny here with me, as always.
Lizzie, aka Frizzy.
So we have a little bit of a bins haul trip for you guys. Two back-to-back days. We went Friday night, so last night, and then we went again Saturday. But we went to two different bin locations.
Yes.
So these are going to be two separate hauls from two separate locations. We can kind of battle it out, see which is better, but stay tuned. Let's get to it. Last night we went on a little bit of a road trip. Frizz and I, we had a weird night last night. We were driving to Virginia. We were
Yeah.
flying to Colorado. We were doing a lot of
We're like,
different
what should we
things.
do this weekend? Let's go to Virginia. No, let's fly to Denver.
Yeah, it was very.
And then nothing happened.
Nothing. We stayed local. So what we did, we headed to Winston-Salem, which is about a half hour from our house. Checked out a thrift store that Frizz had never been to before.
It was giant.
Always exciting to get a new thrift store in. And then we're weak individuals, so we ended up at the bins.
Well, we were close to the bins there.
Yeah,
so.
that was it. We had to do it.
But we did not have our GoPro, so apologies for no GoPro action at the bins.
No, so just pretend we're just
Yes.
we're pulling things out of bins. But without further ado, let's get into what we pulled from the Winston bins last night. Frizz, start us off. What did you find?
Okay, so the Winston bins hit really hard on clothing. So I found a lot of clothing there. First up, we have this Free People. It is a size large. It is an oversized blazer. So that should be nice for fall. We'll throw comps up.
Yeah, we'll pop them up somewhere. I'll find them. Now, this is a bolo alert. We've done TikToks on this before. We've talked about this on videos before. LL bean bags, guys. Yes, bean bags. They are bolo for sure. What you want to look for with it being an LL bean bag, see if I can show you, but they are called boat and tote bags. I've never seen a purple one before. Usually they're like cream and
Yeah,
blue
that's
or
fine.
whatever. But
That's
so
fine.
this little purple one, we'll pop up comps again, but always keep an eye out for these. Glad to
bean
find
bags.
it. Bean bags.
On the bags.
More bags.
So I found this duffel bag,
Oh.
which is really flat. But anyways, it is a Jack Spade duffel bag, which I feel like probably around $50 for Jack Spade.
And that one had a,
And it does have a
TED
TED
Talk.
Talk.
It is a
I
TED
don't know if
Talk.
that changes the value or not, but we'll see. It's a
Usu-
pretty nice canvas bag. So
Usually, a lot of times having company advertisements on things hurts the value, but a lot of times people think TED Talk stuff is cool.
I've
So
sold TED Talk bags before.
we have.
Yeah.
Nice. What else do you got there?
So next up, another Free People, but
Which was at the store at one point.
it was definitely at the store, but it made it to the bins. And this is a Free People 1, which is their higher end.
Ooh.
So this is their higher end brand tag, and it's just a cute, like, little embroidered doohickey. Cute.
And that's one of the things when we're in the bins, we kind of, at least I do, I kind of like to see that there was a Goodwill tag on it before, because that means it like made it through the store and people passed on it, which a lot of times is bad, but sometimes it's good because they mark stuff up so high
Yeah.
that you can find some things that people passed on. I know when we went to Seattle, there
Oh,
was
that
a lot
happens
of
a
things
lot.
that were in the stores just because they were priced so high.
Yeah, a lot of things in the bins.
What else did you find?
Okay, so this is another exciting find, and the brand is Barefoot Dreams. Barefoot Dreams cardigan.
Comfy.
It is a brown with the deep pockets, and it has a hood,
Nice.
and it's so soft.
So soft. Barefoot Dreams is always super
Yeah.
soft. I did not have the same clothing luck or any luck yesterday that Frizz had. I just found old electronics. But this is exciting. This is a General Electric Instajack, which I think they charged me a quarter for. They don't, bins, Goodwill bins, you pay by the pound. But with like electronics and stuff, they usually have like a separate rate for it. So pretty sure the lady charged me 25 cents. It's still in package. This has over 100% sell-through rate for like 80 free shipping. So like $72 free shipping. And all I did was just scan the barcode in eBay and saw those comps. So
Yeah, it's a great
this is
find.
my secret silent win
That's a great
of
find.
the bins trip last night.
All right, more clothing, guys.
More clothing.
Next up, we have Trusty True Eileen Fisher.
Come on, Eileen.
And I love finding Eileen Fisher, especially at the bins. This is, I want to say it's linen. And yes, linen, organic linen.
Ooh.
But beautiful blue sweater.
And I think we paid, I grabbed some random hats, which I won't bore you with, but grabbed some random hats. I think we paid $14 for all of this. So
Yes.
definitely gonna make our monies back and then some. So then maybe we can fly to Denver.
Yeah. So then I found also a
Ooh.
Nike
ACG.
little fleece jacket.
The Nike ACG stuff always does well, especially if you can find the boots too.
Yeah, so here's the tag again. ACG
ACG.
Nike. Good pickup. And that's all I have.
All right, that was our first trip,
So
our first day.
$14, not bad.
$14, not bad. And it's, so you go to the Winston bins and then we, live in Greensboro and they're like two separate worlds.
Yeah.
Just the bins are different. I will say, plus for the Winston bins, they were still rotating like minutes before,
Right, yeah,
they,
we were
they
there
were
at
rotating
closing.
while they were closing.
Yeah, they were still rotating.
And our stops way
Like 3 hours before they closed.
All right, so that is night number 1, day number 1, bin haul number 1. So let's see what today brought. Now, yesterday, as we had mentioned, we got there, they were about to close. What were we there for? About
40 minutes.
About 40 minutes. So that's all that we had time for. Today, we did some estate sales that really kind of came up empty. You did okay.
Yeah, I found some good stuff.
Some good stuff at estate sales. But then, 10 o'clock rolls around and
We went to the bins.
the bins are calling. So we had a little bit more time. I don't know, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
So this was about 2 hours. We spent just under $29. So we about double the price. So about double the items.
Yeah.
But I did much better today than I had done last night. But you want to get us kicked off?
Sure. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
get
start
out.
with this.
Oh.
This is Ireland.
Ireland.
Who else in the level car say yeah?
Blarney Castle,
Blarney.
made in Ireland, cable knit sweater.
Look at
But
these.
how cute are these little sheep on the bottom?
Bah.
So I always pick up made in Ireland wool sweaters from the bins.
Mm-hmm. They are nice. What am I going to get into first? I found a lot of shoes. I don't normally
That's probably
find a
why it
lot
was
of
so heavy,
shoes.
too.
Is that what it
Yeah.
was? That's what it was. I bought the expensive stuff. So the first thing that I found, these were actually zip tied together because they were in the store. Hook'em horns, these Texas Longhorn Nike Zooms, they wanted $14.99 for them. And of course, people said no
Yep.
because they don't pay $15 for shoes. But these Texas Longhorn Nike Zooms, comps on these are like 90 to $100. So definitely snag
And
these.
they're in great condition.
Great condition. What do you
Oh,
got?
so I found a little pair of shoes. This
You
is the only
did.
pair of shoes I found. I will wash these. But these are Olakai.
Great brand.
Yes, so if you ever see this, that's the
The hook.
logo, the little hook. They're small, they're size 6, and they're like a platform heel, so those should do well.
A little Y2K-ish.
Yeah.
A little Y2K. All right, so for you guys who... do I want to get into this
Yeah,
story now?
yeah.
Okay, so if you guys have ever been to the Goodwill bins before and you're going through the shoes, you know that sometimes it can be very, very hard to find a match.
Yes, the
You-
shoes are separated.
Yeah.
Most of the time they are separate.
Yeah, like this being zip tied, this
Yeah,
doesn't happen
that's unheard
ever,
of.
ever. So you just find like one random one, right? So the new bins rolled out in the shoes and I peeked and I saw this, which is a Birkenstock, right? So very nice. So I grab it. So I'm thinking for sure this other Birkenstock is going to be somewhere nearby and we're going to have a nice pair of Birkenstocks because these ones can go for like $70, $75. So of course, as true bins would have it, I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. So eventually, one of our t-shirt bros, one of our buddies, Michael, will pop up his little IG here, comes up to me and says, "Hey, I know who has your other Birkenstock." So like, okay. And he points to an older lady. He goes, "She has it. She's looking for it." So there's a lot of different ways that you can go with this.
You could ask the person.
You could ask
nicely and say maybe flip a coin.
But you could lose that
you
coin
could
toss.
lose it, you could lose it. You could ask and they could give it to you.
Yep,
You
that's
could
very
be
fairly.
kind and just give it to
You
them.
could do that too.
Which I've done before many times.
You could purchase it sometimes. Hey, I'll give you.
I've purchased one single shoe before.
Or you could do none of those, or you could play the waiting game. Yes, I decided to play the waiting game knowing that I had one of those Birkenstocks. I no longer had to look for it because I knew where it was. Yeah. She didn't, so she continued.
Oh, I feel bad now. She was like holding the shoe, walking back and
forth. No, this is the other lady.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't even get there yet.
Okay.
So she gave up early. So, perfect. Good. Here it is. So I'm walking over to the bin to go pick up the shoes so I can have a pair. This other lady comes out of nowhere and picks it up. And because, again, it's a quality shoe, it's in great shape. These go for like $70, $75. Like, she wants this, right? Again, same situation. You could go up to her and say, "Hey, I have the other one. We can flip, trade, whatever it is." I'm already a half hour into this shoe, so I'm going to just wait it out a little bit longer. So, like a psycho, really, this lady is just holding it in her hand.
Walking up and down, like she's walking up and down the bins, like up and down the aisles, just like really looking, and Johnny had it the whole entire time.
The whole entire time. It was on my body.
And the poor lady.
So she's going through every single row of shoes. And we have like 4 rows maybe. There was like 4 rows of shoes, which is probably like 20 plus bins of shoes. And she's walking around. And I'm like, she's there with, I'm assuming her husband and her 2 little kids. The family's there. So I'm just waiting for these kids to like just make it so she's got to leave, right? You got little toddlers at the bins, you grow tired.
They ended up.
So they ended up leaving. But before she left, she did one last pass. You could tell she was like...
But the husband was in line checking out, and she was still looking for the shoe.
But you know she's doing like one last pass because she had one other Birkenstock that was a sandal.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no, she's waiting out. So like Frizz gets in on it and is like creeping behind her, waiting for her to put it down. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Right? So finally, long story even longer, she puts the shoes down and then goes to join her husband in line. Frizz beelines over, grabs the shoe and goes, "Here you go." So we've got a pair of Birkenstocks.
Don't judge us.
Don't judge. This is how it goes sometimes.
These
are the games that we play. But these Birkenstocks will pop the comps up. But got him.
Anyways. Okay.
Hey guys, Johnny breaking in real quick. I was doing some photography in our little photo studio here. These Birkenstocks, I went to take a picture, started playing with them a little bit. They were dry rot. So all of that, sharing that whole entire story for naught. They're dry rotted. They're going in the trash. So, wah, wah. But also wanted to take a moment. And guys, if you like this content, if you've watched any of our videos, our shorts, our TikToks, whatever, and you have yet to subscribe or follow on any of our platforms, please take a second and do it. We appreciate you so much. And back to the haul.
Okay, next, some clothes. I did find, I'll show these together, because I did find 2
Carhartt
pair of Carhartt. They are leggings. They are both size extra large tall, but they are leggings. And these actually sell super fast. So Carhartt, women's leggings, Bolo.
Yeah, we always do well with the Carhartt. I found a couple other things, but no one had to be stalked for it because these were nicely rubber band together. These are Chacos. they do well in the summer. They probably don't do as well as they used to. But these ones, if you look here, are actually Woodstock brand Chacos, and they are like new. So we took a shot on those. I'll pop up comps, but I'm thinking like $40.
Next up, we have, this was a nice, fun find.
Oh,
Taylor's version. What?
yeah, yeah.
It is on the Taylor Swift
T-swizzle.
tag. Taylor version.
Little black crew neck.
And I might keep it.
I was wondering about
I might
that.
keep this, but
That will go with your Britney Spears t-shirt
yes.
that you have. I did not find much in the clothing department, but always going to grab Patagonia.
Yeah,
So this
nice.
Patagonia vest with the pockets, Patagucci. Got that. What else you got going?
I found a pair of Gymshark leggings, which Gymshark does not do as well as it used to at all.
But at the bins,
I couldn't pass them up because they were probably $1.
Yeah,
Sure.
keep that party going.
And then I found a Pendleton wool flannel.
Ooh, let's
Really
give it.
nice. I checked it up and down for holes because these are notorious for holes, but I didn't find any. So
Giving me campfire vibes.
yeah,
Yes.
fall time.
I did really well with women's shoes today. Guys, I found Taos. Frizz always picks up Taos when she finds them.
They sell quickly.
Can you see Taos? So picked up these booties. We'll pop up some comps here, but good Bolo brand.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
Oh, I found a Cavu backpack.
Well, baseball
But it's
style.
so cute because it's baseball, so that's cute.
And those, we've always moved those pretty quick.
Yeah, they still sell for us.
18, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
The baseball one might do a little bit better just because it's unique, but nice pickup. Speaking of getting into the wintry fall vibes, one thing that is hard to pass up are Sorels. These are like fleece lined. See that polar bear there? These don't do too much, like 25, 30 bucks, but they're really nice. And they gave some wintry vibe, so we picked those up.
So I only have a little bit left, but this is, I could never pass up a nice vintage Dooney and Burke. So this is just a little wristlet, and you always want to make sure it has that inside tag. Right, where is it?
There it is.
There you go. So that's a good.
Got that Dooney and Burke. These, I probably could have put back. These are some FootJoy golf shoes, leather. They wanted 10 bucks at the store, which is why they ended up in the bins. But they probably sell for like 25. In hindsight, I probably would have left them, but they're in pretty good condition. So got these FootJoys.
Okay, my last find.
Your
it's
last
really
find?
Exciting.
It is. It's fun.
Yes. So this is a vintage Domino's Pizza made in USA jacket, and I looked up comps. The comps, like a couple of them have sold for over $100.
Yeah.
This is like straight 80s. And Rosanna,
We got your
Rosanna's her
jacket.
name.
Rose.
So, super cute.
Rose, we got your jacket. One thing that we have found over the year and a half of doing this is like work company workwear stuff sells.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A stuff sells really well.
We've
Pizza
sold
stuff.
Chick-fil-A stuff. We've sold like Amazon jackets before, and I think because if you work for the company, it might be cheaper to buy them on eBay used than what the company sells them to you for new. So don't shy away from vintage Domino's jackets. And the name tag, those name tags sell for 20 bucks too. So
Oh, I didn't know that. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
all right, and then my last find, which I didn't even know.
I'm jealous of his find. Jealous.
Which I didn't even know what it really was until we knew what it was. But I found some women's boots.
So these are not only women's boots. These are the
Not
Free
only.
People L block heel tall boots. And comps on eBay didn't look great, but because there's not that many on eBay.
I was going to say
But
rude.
on Poshmark, the sold comps were over $100 for these.
Yeah, so I was digging through the bins, and then another woman had come into the same bin, and you could tell that she was looking for just some quality things. So I started to go into panic mode a little bit, and then as soon as I felt these and saw saw them and just felt them, you could tell they were really nice. They're made in Portugal. And then I could only kind of see that F on it. And then Frizz was like, oh my God, those are Free People. So we
They're
got
really nice.
some Free People boots.
So I'm jealous.
I mean,
they're too big on me, or else I would keep them. But
I mean, I was jealous of the
Someone get
Domino's
a
jacket, but so that was day 2. That's what we found today.
what did we spend? Oh, you already said.
Yeah, we spent $28 today, or $28.67 yesterday. We spent today we spent $14 yesterday, so 43 bucks, and I feel like we can 10 times our money quite easily.
Yeah, not bad.
Not too shabby. You have it. That is what 3 hours at 2 different bins on 2 different days can get you, and like 40 bucks. So not too shabby.
Not bad. If you guys enjoy this type of content, we would appreciate if you would like, comment, subscribe, all the things.
All of
Maybe
it.
do all of them.
All of it.
Or just one.
All of it.
Whichever you like.
Well, even if you don't like it, do it anyways.
Don't leave us a nasty comment.
Aww. Guys, that is it. We appreciate you so much. Like Frizz said, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.